So guys have been talking to me and have been pressuring me about this whole January transfer window. And obviously, guys, we're a few days from the January transfer window coming up. So you know what I've done is that I've picked out a few names. These are a few names of people who I feel could be on the move, might need a move, or who have been rumored. So these are names I keep on saying out being rumored. So we're just going to go down these names and say, well, I think they should do the teams that they could go for, blah, 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 blah. So let's start with your boy Dimitri Payet, or Payet. I'm going to call him Payet. Okay. I feel Payet is going to leave in January. Yes, West Ham have done a lot better. They had a disastrous start to the season to begin with, but I feel that Dimitri Payet is far too good for West Ham, and if he waits until the summer, his stock will reduce. This is the perfect time for him to leave, because I still feel that even if he may not have been playing as blazing as it was, he's still living off the very last fumes of his Euro performance and his performance last season. So I think January transfer window is really the last point of return in which he can still have a lot of clout. So for Pai, he should definitely go. And you say, where should he go to? PSG is a possibility. As in, if Emery wants to change the dynamic of his team, give his team a different kind of character, a bit more zest and panache, bring in Dimitri Payet, a playmaker. Because again, you're looking like Ben Arfa and Lucas. They're just guys. PSG don't actually have a playmaker. Verratti is a central midfielder. Dimitri Payet is a guy who can play further up from Verratti, but really is been given the role of like make plays, make through balls, thread passes through, play further up, play in the hole, give him that number 10 role. Even if it's not a number 10 role, he is the creative force in which he can bring in a Ben Arfa and a Lucas into the game, and even your boy Edison Cavani if he's interested in scoring. So again for Pai, I mean, I'm not sure with other Premiership club he could go to. United, possibly, that could possibly work him and Pogba in there, but I'm looking at PSG. I think he could slot in there and change the whole character of the team. James Rodriguez has been a flop for Real Madrid. People will say he hasn't been, and people say, oh no, you're not watching him enough, you don't watch him more. James Rodriguez has been a flop for Real Madrid. James Rodriguez has not been relevant since the 2014 World Cup. Don't argue with me, that's a cold hard fact. He needs to leave Real Madrid because it's not going to work out. He's not part of Zidane's plans. And I'm thinking that Syria is a possibility that he could go to. But you know what I'd also say? I think he would be great at Dortmund. Because when I see how Dortmund play and how they counter, it's very similar to how Colombia played in our 2014 World Cup and how they used to play. And I think that James Rodriguez I think he would work in the quick, fast plays and receiving the ball with guys bombing and running past him. He'll be able to deliver those balls. So I think Dortmund is a possibility. Juventus, I don't know where he would fit in at Juventus. Inter Milan, possibly. I would say, you know what? Why not try Inter Milan? With Inter Milan, with the kind of money that they're putting into the team, and I've always said for Inter Milan, they don't have a creator. They need a creator. James Rodriguez would work well in Inter Milan, and maybe he could be that piece which really elevates Icardi, elevates that Croatian kid with the crazy haircuts, and makes them do a lot better. Isco. You see, with Isco, this is a very tricky one because Isco definitely hasn't been a flop, and he has been playing very well when he's been given his chances for Real Madrid, and he is a good player, much better than James. And Isco may say, I want to fight for my place in Real Madrid. I love Real Madrid. I want to fight for my place. I feel that I can offer more here. But for Isco, I think that, you know what, you need to be playing. And I want to see more of you, and I want to see you playing regularly. As of right now, with the amount of teams in Madrid and the pecking order, you're just not going to get that regular playing time. So if Tottenham were going to come calling for Isco, would you say no? Because first of all, you'd get into that first team easily. Pochettino understands that Spanish football. They play in a way which would be suited to you, because I could see Isco in that Tottenham team, and he would work really well. Because this guy is a good dribbler. He's a smart player. He's technically proficient. He can use both feet. He's a guy who I think when Tottenham attack, you can have a guy who makes better decisions and executes those decisions a lot better. Because I think for Lamela and Eriksen, it's a bit here and there, whereas you can get a bit more consistency with Isco. So for Isco, if Tottenham come calling, why would you reject the call? You need to be playing regularly. Are you happy being a bit part player for Real Madrid? It shouldn't even matter whether it's like, oh, I play for Real Madrid. All that should matter if you're a young up-and-coming player is you play regularly. Only if you play regularly will you improve and get even better. That's all that matters. And what really matters are playing in those Euros and in those World Cups. And you'll only get picked for those Euros and World Cups if you are playing well and playing regularly in a pretty good team. And Tottenham are a pretty good team. And now this player doesn't really fit into the three other names, but I've been hearing rumors. Chicharito. You see, Leverkusen have disappointed me this season. They've not been doing as well this season as I thought that they would have. And I'm hearing that Chelsea want to make a 30 mil crack for him. Be very wary, Chicharito. Why did you leave United? You left United because you weren't playing enough. You were always on the bench. Chelsea looks great. It looks good. At first glance, you would bite at it. If you go to Chelsea, you're not starting ahead of Diego Costa. You would only play if Costa gets injured or if he gets suspended. Are you happy for that? Because for me, Chicharito is a first-choice striker, and he's not an Olivier Giroud or a guy who you bring on because he didn't like that whole thing of a super sub. He is your first-choice striker. So for me, I say for Chicharito, you wait. Because I think, let's say if Dortmund came calling, because I think in Dortmund, I do feel that even if Aubameyang is in that team, you can actually fit Chicharito still in that setup. Because let's say if Marco Reus is not playing, because remember, Aubameyang isn't just your striker. He sort of goes in there. So I think you can have a setup with Aubameyang and Chicharito in the team. So if Dortmund came calling, I say Chicharito, consider it. Just consider it. But for Chelsea, which is what I'm hearing, so Hernandez, you should only go into a team where you are pretty much guaranteed to be a starter. If you're not guaranteed to be a starter, you should just step back and say, what's up, man? I'm going to think about it. So guys, please comment below if there are any other transfer rumors you want me to talk about, or any other names you want to talk about, or any of your views about it, whether you think I'm wrong, which I am not. Please comment below. Remember, subscribe to the channel right there and head to the website for all your upcoming videos and all the good stuff to stay up to date with the Half of Football Hot footballing channel. Peace out.